All right, so welcome to part 2 of my video on why you should buy a house now and why you should disregard the advice of other real estate professionals that are telling you you should not buy right now. Now, I haven't even published part 1 right now, but I can imagine the messages and DMs I'm going to receive telling me that I'm being reckless, that I'm being selfish by telling people to buy a house right now. And of course, you, Sir Ashley, a real estate agent, are going to tell people to buy right now because you make money when people buy houses. I'm ready for all that smoke. Bring it on. So let me tell you why I am telling you you should buy a house right now, even in these uncertain times during the pandemic. Well, the first reason is you're going to need a place to live and you're going to be making a payment to someone. Either you're going to be making a mortgage payment or you're going to be making a rent payment. And if you listen to part 1, I told you to buy a house where your mortgage payment is equal to or less than what you will be paying in rent. So you're not just buying any house that you qualify for. You're buying a house that is within your budget and you can afford, and something that you will be paying regardless. Whether you are buying a house, whether it's yours or you're renting, you're still going to be making the same payment. And to me, if you're going to be making a payment for housing, you might as well own the property and get all the benefits of it, as opposed to paying off somebody else's property and allowing them to reap the benefits of it. Just makes sense. Number 2, reason why you should buy real estate now is because it gets you in the game. What game am I talking about? I'm talking about the wealth building game. Historically, real estate builds wealth here in America more consistently than any other asset. And it's one of those thoughtless things to where if you just own it, you're going to benefit from it if you hold on to it for a significant amount of time, meaning 8+ years. Historically, real estate brings in a 6% return year after year once you calculate all the benefits it allows the homeowner to have. First, homeowners, you get the cash flow of the property. Second, it appreciates. Third, you get to leverage, you get to loan against it and pull money out of it. And fourth, I'm not a CPA, so please contact your tax professionals, but you get to write off the depreciation. Real estate is a no-brainer and a win-win. As long as you hold on to it for at least 8 years, you're going to be in a much better position than you would be if you did not own real estate at all. Look, right now, it is uncertain times. So being able to buy now gets you in the game now while you still can. As this pandemic or recession continues on, I believe, not even believe, I've seen their internal papers and I've seen based on historical context that banks are going to become much stricter on who they lend money to. So you want to be able to take advantage of these low interest rates while you still can. Because just like I mentioned in the last video, different lenders are changing their standards for qualification. So while you could have had a 620 credit score and qualified for a mortgage yesterday, that same 620 will not allow you to qualify for a mortgage later on. So get in the game, capitalize and lock in these fixed rate mortgages right now while they're still historically low and while you can still qualify for those loans. People's hesitation and trepidation is understandable, but this is nothing like it was during the last housing bubble, where people qualified for loans that had initial very low interest rates, and then they ballooned up 2-3 years later. And when that happened, people were not in a position to be able to make those payments. Here, we have historically low interest rates and they're fixed. They're fixed for 30 years. So you don't have to worry about them shooting up in 2 or 3 years. That payment you're making right now is going to be the same payment over time. So that is one of the big differences between now and the housing bubble crash from the early 2000s. I want you comfortable in being able to make your mortgage payment. Look, there's no such thing as job security or job stability, especially not right now. I personally have friends that have $200,000 a year jobs or had $200,000 a year jobs, and they thought they were indispensable and had job security, but they got laid off or let go because they cost too much. Then on the flip side, I have friends that made $30,000, $40,000 a year, and they got let go because there were so many people that could do the same job and people that were willing to do it for less. So there is no such thing as job security in these crazy times. So while you are gainfully employed and still get approved and qualified for a mortgage to be able to take advantage of these low interest rates, please do so. So that is my part 1 and part 2 on why you should buy a house right now and why you should not listen to those people that tell you you should wait. Because banks and lending institutions are going to tighten up and become much stricter on who they loan money to. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions regarding real estate, or if you know somebody looking to buy or sell real estate, please contact me. My team and I would love to be able to help them and assist them. We are here in the Charlotte area, but we're licensed in North and South Carolina, and we can help with any of your real estate needs in either one of those states. As always, make it a great house buying and selling day. Talk soon.